Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. I am Nine. Nice to meet you. And if you're coming back, you know what I think. I love you. You're my YouTube family. You mean the world to me and I appreciate you. You know this. So I thought I couldn't sleep. Why not get up and do a few readings? I have a new camera, so I'm trying out some angles and stuff. And I thought, why not just do a reading to test everything out? See how the sound is, how the picture is, how my double camera action is. I'm trying. So let's first look at, we're just going to get away from some of the news for a little while. We will get into it shortly, but let's just talk about Maxwell. It looks as though juror 50 or 51, I can't remember now, this juror, a male juror, prior to had filled out a form saying that, what his life experience was. And after the trial, after they had said that Maxwell was guilty, Ghislaine Maxwell, he came back to the judge and said, hey, I did not fill out my paper properly. I actually have some CA child in my past. And I'm not sure what he meant by, I don't know if he just all of a sudden remembered it because, you don't forget to tick that. I'm not really 100% sure about the details of it, but regardless, it puts Maxwell's rights into question. So it may end up that she'll have another trial, which means all those people have to go through the trial again. All the upset, the stories, the heartbreak, everything all over again. And to add insult to injury, they would have to understand that what they've done in the first trial, all the records from the first trial, everything that they said can now be used in the second trial. So, you better make sure you've got everything in line, like what you said the first trial. If you make one little mistake, the defense is going to go after that and question everything. So it gives them a better view. I mean, I don't know that it would change the guilty, but do you know what I'm saying, right? I thought, let's have a little look and see, is she going to be getting a retrial? And if you know the details on the case, do you think she deserves to have a retrial? We'll pull a card for what will be the result, what will be going for it, what will be going against it, Will there be a retrial? Okay. 9 of Pentacles. That looks very positive. That's the affirmative of yes, there'll be a retrial. What would be going against it? 2 of Swords. So people who are in the trial would feel much more ill at ease because their words can be used against them. But then, justice is blind, but it will make it more difficult. Going for it, the Ace of Cups, truth is on their side. From the looks of these cards, I would venture to say that yes, she's going to end up getting a retrial. And having to go through this nightmare again. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like she will get a retrial. For our next question, there seems to be conflicting stories coming out about the Chernobyl power plant. Reports from Ukraine are saying they would appreciate Russia giving them a ceasefire long enough to do some work on this power plant in Chernobyl because they're saying there's a radiation leak. Russia has come out and said, no need to worry, there's no radiation leak, and anything that is leaking is not enough to hurt the civilians around. Let's have a look and see who's telling the truth. Is this going to become something? So let's check it out and see. Is Russia lying about it? Is this actually a leak that's hurting people? The devil. They are lying. They are lying. Not that I doubted that they were lying, but I didn't realize that it is done with such malice. They know that this will hurt others. And like the tragedies, the continuous tragedies that are being caused by Putin. The harm, and this is letting me know that the harm that's happening is not something that will be short term. This is something that can affect people long term. So is Russia lying? Yes. Is there a leak? Yes. So for our next question, I thought we better check in on the restless dictator. I'm sure he has to be missing all his love letters from Trump. And there seems to have been some movement via satellite. They've seen some movement around their nuclears. So I thought, let's have a quick little look and just see, is this something that we need to be worried about? Are they feeling left out and just wanted to kind of touch base? Or are they considering making some moves, considering the world is in the state that it's in? Let's have a look and see. Four of Pentacles. At rest. Three of Pentacles. Going across it is a plan. So they were at rest, but that means they're thinking. And then what's crossing it is there's a plan. They're considering a plan. Sugar. They feel like it's the right time. They feel like if they were to do something, they would be successful in it. In the past, we have the High Priestess having to kind of waiting their time out to see when was the best time, knowing that they have these thoughts and plans in their head, but to manifest it, you need time to do it. My, oh my. On the top, we have the Devil. We don't need to know, we don't need the devil to tell us that North Korea does not have anybody's best interests at heart. I'm just really stressed that now they've been really quiet, not saying anything, keeping under the radar. Now 2 days ago, we hear about a little bit of movement. I really think that they're considering it, and the devil's on top of it. So there's no caring. Strength. Okay, so they want to show their strength. They want to show that, hey, we're still here and we're nuclear. Oh, Lord, guys. I think they're really feeling like they're feeling out the time in this world and kind of saying, you know what, guys, maybe we should just add to the chaos. The world is looking at it going, no, push back. They're keeping a very tight eye on what's happening in North Korea, even if it's not being, flashed on the news. Oh my God. Three of Swords, separation, heartbreak. North Korea may actually be considering, for crimey's sake, adding to the heartbreak of what's going on in the world. The Three of Swords. Russia and Ukraine. North Korea. Will China go after Taiwan now? Holy moly, guys. Two of Swords. Whenever I get twos as my outcome, I tend to see there's a delay there. So they're thinking that the world is blind as to what's going on around them, that this might be the perfect time to strike. And I do think that they are actually having conversations, having meetings, and really considering this. They don't care. They have no care for human life. My goodness, the strength. And if there is something going on, if there's more movement, we will hear about it, because there's definitely people watching, defending, and looking at what's going on. We need to watch this and look for a delayed response, because they might be just waiting out to see what's going to happen with Ukraine and Russia. Is Ukraine going to say, hey, at some point it's not worth losing all our people, considering we're not going to get a no-fly zone. We're not going to get, any more than what they got at this point. And even, Russia will put more in. So is there going to be a time when they're just going to have to say, we need to come to some kind of stoppage here, which we've seen in the cards before. So that will be our reading for today. And of course, we're going to send out prayers for love and protection for the people of Ukraine and for everybody that's being affected, because we are one world and we're all being affected. We're all feeling it mentally, physically, spiritually. I mean, it's been a really difficult journey, and I am so grateful that I get to be here to share it with you. So please feel free to leave a comment. Tell me about something that you'd like to talk about. Tell me something you'd like for me to answer a question about. Whatever you need. I just want to be there for each other. We're family now. So, as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio, my friends.